Good evening, sir. Nice tight short pants there. How may I help you?
Hey man, I'm here to see the Maniacs.
Oh, oh, you really want to do that? Oh, you serious?
Yeah, fuck yeah, man, I got a show to do.
Yeah.
So where do I go, man?
Yeah, it's the 13th floor. Otis will get you there. Hopefully.
Thanks, brother.
I don't want anybody else. When Otis think about you, I touch myself. Oh, hey, so sorry. Welcome to the building. How can where can I take you?
Not where you were just taking yourself there, buddy. I'm going to the 13th floor.
I'm so sorry, but I can only go to the 14th floor.
No, I know your ears are all the way down there, buddy. My mouth's all the way up here, but I gotta go to the 13th floor.
Oh, it's not about the size. Otis is very diminutive, I know, but there is no 13th floor. I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to let you off at the 14th floor. 1,000 pardons.
Yeah, man, this isn't my floor, nor is it the 14th floor.
Otis work in multiple dimensions, you must understand. Lucinda, what a surprise! And you're all alone tonight? No after-school girl?
Yeah, I'm still taken. He's just recovering from a collapsed lung from last night's make-out session. I can suck-start a lawnmower. Who the fuck are you?
John Deere?
No, that is not okay.
Well, I like to listen. I'm pretty perceptive. No, but my name is Floyd Deere. Nice to meet you.
I guess.
17th floor. Lucinda, please tell your mom to meet me between the floors where the GRB drips on the pipes.
You got one more chance with my mama, but if there's any funny business and she comes back again looking like a Michael Jackson Thriller zombie, I'll black magic your ass.
Oh, Lucinda, now I can see where Junebug gets it from. It's you. You have the spice and the funk. Oh, that was so feisty. I love it when they... What, Floyd, you smell divine.
Yeah, man, so I see you just batting 1,000 with every single person on this elevator.
Well, Otis rides up and down all day, and Otis gets bored of doing up and down by himself. You understand that, right?
Been there.
The elevator, like I said, does not stop on the 13th floor. It's bad luck. You must take the staircase. I know you don't need exercise. A big guy like you taking advice from a little guy like me. I'm so sorry.
Thanks for the lift, brother.
Hello? I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl who looked good. I would call her.
Hello. We'd like you to have this flower from the Religiousness Consciousness Temple.
Oh, and I'd like for you to have this right cross to your temple. Fuck off.
I feel strange, like I'm slowly becoming a maniac.
Me too, Bex.
I think we're all turning into maniacs.
Umbrella-holics.
We are UH, and I'm your host for today, Beck Maniac. As always, with me are
Steph Maniac.
And Jay Maniac.
Today, we are joined by a special guest, our uncle's brother's son, Cousin Floyd Maniac.
Oh!
Yay, Floyd! That's my
Hey,
grandpa's
Al.
name.
From having one too many, or simply just not taking the straight and narrow, today's episode is about walking sideways. And it should be interesting to see where this takes us. So welcome. I think we should do a cheers, everyone.
All right.
Everyone raise your glasses in 3, 2, 1. Cheers!
Cheers.
Cheers.
Zdravia.
Zdravia. Nadravia.
The way you say it, Jay.
I know. It's his tagline, I'm telling you.
I know from a Polak, me, that sounds so weird when he says it.
Now, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that the last time we spoke, Floyd, you were witnessing some crazy shit up in the skies, and they weren't the Perseids. Do you see UFOs often, or excuse me, UAPs as they call them now?
Actually, that was maybe, I would say, twice that I seen something that I didn't know what it was in the sky.
In LA?
No, just like in my life in its eternity, in its entire
Okay.
entirety.
So that was so. What
Yeah.
can you describe what you were saying? Because for those of our listeners don't know that we had spoken with you, and
It was Easter.
yeah,
like
it was Easter.
this day before Easter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like 3 silver balls stacked on top of each other, like rotating, and then like 2 extensions coming out of it, which legitimately looked like a cross. It was certainly metallic. I busted out the binoculars. We got some great view on it, and it just kind of hovered for a good 20, 30 minutes. And then eventually just wasn't there. We were talking amongst ourselves, 3 of us, and then we went back to look for it, and it just wasn't there. And this was also, sun wasn't even down yet. Sun was high in the sky.
Was it sparkly? Did it have like a little sunshine?
It was. It obviously was rotating because like the sun was, and I said high in the sky, I was wrong. Sun was going down a little bit, so it was kind of hitting it, but like you could see it was rotation because it was like there was different gleams coming off of it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh boy!
And it was all reflective light. So we kept passing around the binoculars, and like they zoomed in on their phones. I'm not sure if they took any footage.
Huh. What about the other one though that you saw?
That one was bizarre, man. I was in my backyard years ago, man. I was still living at my parents' place back in New York. My brother was about to join the military, and we were just sitting there talking, and a friend of mine, we were standing in one position. One buddy was facing us, and my brother was facing towards my friend and I. We were kind of like in a right triangle position. As we're talking, this white light just got pretty large coming out of Orion's belt from like the western sky. It was like out there, and it just, boom, just came right kind of at us. And me and this guy, Jason, we can both see that happening. My brother could only see the other portion, which was at a certain point, the light went off at like a crazy speed, and it blew up so much white light that Pat, all he saw was all of our shadows cast against the house. And he thought it was like a nuclear blast, and his like arm hairs were standing up because literally, yeah. And I was like, yo, dude, I got to call the Niagara Falls Air Force Base. Got to see what the fuck that was about. And he's like, dude, I'm about to join the fucking military. You can't be. So, yeah, we called.
Wow.
That actually leads us into the drink of the day. And our drink of the day is
UAP, Unidentified Aerial Phenomena. Blast off with this interplanetary punch and head straight on out into the stratosphere with 1 jigger of clear rum, 1 pony of short shot brandy, 1 teaspoon of cherry liqueur, and a squeeze of lemon. This drink is out of this world. Shaken, not stirred. Let this extraterrestrial jazz cascade into a chilled cocktail glass. It's cosmic. Cheers.
Nice.
we need to get into some not very important questions, or as I call the NVIQ. And what this is I'm going to just bang some questions at you. I'm going to say your name. It's a quick thing. You have 30 seconds or less to answer. Don't think too deep. Just give me what you got. And I'm going to start with Steph. Is cereal soup?
Never.
All right, Floyd, how many chickens would it take to kill an elephant?
4.
All right. Jay, what sport would be the funniest to add a mandatory amount of alcohol to?
Basketball, because everybody would just be throwing the ball in the,
and
in the
throwing
stands
up.
and throwing up and slipping on it on that court. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Steph, if animals could talk, which would be the rudest?
Spiders.
Okay.
I'm glad I fucking killed them then.
Yeah.
My thought was your mama.
And I'm going to go to Jason. Would you rather have no nose or no arms?
No arms.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I don't want to look like the Red Skull,
Yeah. All right, Floyd, what would be your weapon of choice in a zombie apocalypse?
I can't think of the name right now. Oh, like a battle axe.
Steph, what is the most annoying catchphrase?
I don't have catchphrases stored in my brain.
You don't have one that annoys you?
I don't think about them.
I'll buy that for $1.
Right. All right. Jason, would you rather walk around with a cabbage for a head or broccoli for arms?
Oh, God. The arms thing, I can wear a fucking cape.
Okay. Okay. Floyd, do you like pineapple on your pizza?
Absolutely.
What?
I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
Thank you. Yeah, it's
bacon and
fantastic.
I'm hanging up. Prank caller.
Yes,
Prank caller.
bacon and pineapple is fantastic.
Yes, it
It's a
is.
great combo.
Sweet
Oh
and
my
salty,
God.
baby. Yeah.
Oh man, did we just get that together at the
Yes,
same
we
time?
did. Steph, can you fold a fitted sheet?
No.
Jason, toilet paper, over or under?
Over.
Floyd, what food would you prefer to throw up?
I don't know why I was thinking crackers, but like, I'll have to go with crackers if it came to mind. There's no reason I want to throw that up. That would hurt.
It wouldn't splash. It wouldn't splash.
Yeah, but it would hurt coming up though, man. I'm not worried about that.
Yeah.
Steph, red pill or blue pill?
I don't know. Red pill. I'm guessing.
Well, there's no right answer here, Steph. You just have to go
I
with
know,
it.
but I had to think about
You're
it. And I
going
don't know what
red?
I'm thinking about.
Okay. Jason, if you could talk to one species of animal, which would you choose?
Cat.
Cats. Okay. Floyd, would you rather have a pet dinosaur or a dragon?
Fucking dragon.
Fuck yeah.
Lion.
Yeah,
Fuck, you can fire bomb people.
I think
Yeah.
that one.
Fly, fire breathing.
I'm going to bring this back to Floyd. Where is the strangest place you've urinated?
Ooh, I've pissed in a lot of places.
Yeah.
I was in a graveyard and I had to pee really bad, so I just pulled down my pants, sat on a grave.
Oh, wow.
God.
That is-
I had to go.
You can't pick red pill or blue pill, but you piss on gravestones.
Why didn't you piss near a tree?
I know.
Because it was easy. It was like a seat, you know?
Oh.
So you got up there.
All right. Well, I guess we'll go to Floyd for this one. What is your hometown best known for?
Chicken wings.
Nice.
Oh,
Jason,
they're the best. Yeah,
what
sorry.
piece of tech do you hope is invented in your lifetime?
Better fucking internet.
Faster, stronger, faster, better.
Yeah, exactly. No, I would say
Transporter.
teleport.
Fuck yes. Yeah.
Get ready.
Because you wouldn't have to lug your fucking luggage on a train. And Christmas time, I got all the presents, and it's falling everywhere, and it's terrible.
Steph, this one's going to blow your mind. If you can't pick red pill or blue pill, would you rather have melted cheese or snakes for hair?
I go for
Oh.
the snakes.
You're going to go with the snakes? Okay.
Intimidation.
Yeah, I think you'd look really cool with
Very
melted cheese. You
Medusa,
just
yeah.
people would avoid you.
Okay. And I'm going to give this last one to Floyd. If you could pick a new first name, what would it be?
Reginald.
I like it.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Umbrella Holics, what the fuck do you want?
Where are my groceries?
We're not Whole Food Lady. Give them a call.
Frankly, I don't give a damn. How much do you make? Do you make 8 figures?
No, but I make figure eights.
I didn't think so, you peasant. Now go fetch me my oat milk and grape leaves.
Why, I will certainly grab you some more of your goat milk. Definitely, if I can, we'll find some leaves for you. Not a problem, miss.
Do as I command, or I will only grant you 1 star on Yelp.
What the fuck's a Yelp lady?
Okay, make that 0 stars. Have fun in hell delivering yourself.
Well, since this episode's all about walking sideways, I would like everyone to tell me a story about the most wasted you've ever been and obviously survived to tell the tale. And whoever wants to start and jump in is great.
This is fairly recent. I already covered the time I was the most wasted and survived, but this is a very close second because it's sort of clinical. Like I thought I was going to die from a hangover. So it was Christmas 2017, and my brother and I, we share a hotel room, and we put fucking lights up. We changed the bulbs for colored lights. We have multiple projectors and all sorts of crap up. So people come to our hotel room for partying. It's Christmas Eve. And my family, Italian family, makes homemade limoncello. So I had a couple of bottles of that. Every time somebody came in to the hotel room, I would do a shot or two of limoncello with them. But here's the thing. Sugar equals hangover. 1 little shot of limoncello equals about like a fucking 2 liter of the sugar in a Mountain Dew, right? The night goes on. It's a great night. No puking, nothing crazy. Next day, that sugar hangover was fucking wretched. It was... I've never felt like that before. And it was Christmas breakfast. It's my favorite meal of the year. It's French toast, everything you can think of, like Denny's. I'm sitting there at the table, and the family's going, what the hell's wrong with you, man? You look like you're half dead. And I'm like, don't some things are best left unsaid. I ate a half of a fucking sausage, and then I start pouring sweat, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? They're looking at me like weird. Somebody had mysteriously put the fucking heat up to 90 degrees. And I'm in winter clothes. And it's 90 degrees, and I'm severely hungover. So like the people are putting presents on my lap, and my head is just in my hand. Like I'm not even giving a shit about the presents. It took all fucking day and all night to be functional for that night's card game. But I honestly thought I was gonna die. Like I couldn't. I kept telling my brother, like, I'm gonna fucking die, dude. And he was giving me Pedialyte. He was giving me water. And
Just
yeah,
had Pedialyte in your refrigerator for random reasons.
well, we're ravers, so he that's the key there, right there. You need Pedialyte to keep it going all night, and that saved me, I think. But I've never felt anything like that. I didn't think I'd survive.
Have you ever had limoncello since?
Well, a little bit, but whenever they give it to me now, I'll either pawn it off to my brother or I'll just share it with people, and I won't drink it. No fucking way, dude.
That's me and Sambuca.
It's delicious, but yeah, no, that was terrible.
I have a tequila to kill you story. Well,
God.
I was 21.
Me too. I did tequila on my 21st and I fucking threw up all over the place.
Oh my God. So I was at the bar, had family, friends there. I was so excited, man. And they were buying me shot after shot after shot, double shots. I wasn't paying for anything, and it was just coming to me. So I had to continue to drink it. And I felt really weirdly lucid and fine. I didn't even feel fucked up at all.
Me too, dude. And then when you get in the car, it all spins, right?
Well,
Something like that.
I had to go to the bathroom at one point, and I'm walking through the bar, and I just went down into the pub tables, just poof, tish. So my father's like, yeah, you've had enough. I'm gonna bring you home. I think you've had enough. So I head home, and I feel weirdly, I'm having like a total fine conversation with my dad. I'm like totally normal. We were counting together, and I think I had about 28 shots of tequila within a small time frame, couple hours.
What?
Yeah. I was good to go. It was golden. And he's like, you sound fine, but are you sure you don't want me to walk you in? And, he's my mom's ex-husband. I really didn't want that interaction happening, and I was living at home still. So I said, no, I got this, Dad. I'm fine. And I went in, and I was fine until I started getting a little nauseous. And I went into the bathroom, and I remember like dry heaving, but nothing, absolutely nothing was coming up. And I'm like, wow, like this is really weird. And then I remember the phone ringing, and I somehow managed, I must have grabbed the cordless on the way to the bathroom. I don't know how I had this phone, but I had the phone on the bathroom floor. And my friend was like, hey, what are you doing? You want to go out? And I was talking to her, and all of a sudden, that's the last thing I remember. The next thing I know, I'm being pulled out of a cat litter box. My face was down in the cat litter box. And there's an ambulance, and there's people and things are, yeah, it's like a whole thing. And here's the weirdest part. I could hear everything, but I could not. It was like I was in a coma. Like I could hear everything going on around me, but I couldn't even move my pinky. I'm getting slapped across the face. I'm hearing people slapping me.
I would have thrown firecrackers on you.
I hear the ambulance guy say, Rebecca, if you do not breathe, we are going to have to intubate. And believe me, you do not want to be intubated. So I need you to breathe. I'm like hearing this guy. I want to be like, I'm fine. But I couldn't. So next thing I know, I hear, open the ringer, she's flatlining. And then boom, I'm out of my body. And I'm in the ER. They're in the ER, and they're paddling me. They're shocking me back to life. And
are you fucking serious?
I'm fucking serious. And this is the craziest part. I leave my body, and there's no white light. There's no like, there's no
Were there flames?
No, there was no flames. There was no fire. There was no staircase, no tunnel, no goddamn nothing. It was just no air, but I could breathe, but I wasn't breathing. It was just very comfortable, like San Diego, temperate. And the only thing I could think of was I had to get to a payphone and call my mom. And I got to tell everyone I love them because I'm dead. I knew I was dead. I just knew it. And so I started panicking because I'm floating above my body and I could see my body, and they cut my jeans off. They were cutting my jeans and massaging my legs to try to get blood flow back because I was purple. And
Were they the kind of jeans that what's her name, Brooke Shields, or the Jordache or whatever?
They were the 90s baggy, probably carpenter jeans at that point.
Jenko or something.
Jenkos. But I come back in, and when I come to, there's a woman sitting next to me, and she's like, "Why did you try to commit suicide?" And I was like, what is going on? Where the hell are my clothes? I did not try to commit suicide. You know, people try to commit suicide all the time. And I'm like, I didn't try to kill myself. I turned 21. I had too much tequila. So I got released. Needless to say, that was my NDE. There was no heaven. There was no hell. There was not even a payphone. I wanted the payphone.
That's because you're not a Christian. You're a Mormon.
That's right. I was in limbo.
Yeah.
That also tells you how old that story was, considering there's not a single payphone anywhere in America anymore.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Sometimes you just see like the empty corpse of a payphone.
Yeah.
somewhere.
I know, man. I always hang my head and do a little sign of the crossover or something like that.
You know what? Though, even though the payphones don't work, those are good little things to dip in and sip your little sippy sip on the street.
Do they still have them?
Well, they're
there's a few actually operational in Buffalo.
Well,
and here
Yeah,
they're
I used to use them to make calls I didn't want anyone to trace.
Don't you miss like sticking your finger in the change part and finding
a
something?
quarter? Yeah.
You'd always find that, or a dime or something.
As long as it was a quarter, yeah.
Yeah.
We are UH Unstoppable.
Come on, Floyd. We know you got a good one for us.
The first time I really got really drunk is probably, I was like a junior in high school. I just got elected our senior class president, and
did you really?
Yeah,
of course you did. Of course you did.
I ran on a campaign that was basically like a fuck you to everybody else, man.
Yeah.
I used to get the shit kicked out of me when I was like a freshman and sophomore, and then I just made friends with everybody, and I was willing to like stand up to every bully and get knocked down a bunch of times, so I just knew a lot of people. So I was like, you know what, fuck these people, man. I'm gonna run. And we had like a campaign thing where we'd hang flyers up, man. It would be like ET votes Mo, Don on the farm, we vote Moosicki, you know, just like, anyway, so I got elected senior class president. I wasn't really much of a drinker or like doing, you know, smoking weed or anything at that point. Everyone wanted to get high with the president, have a drink with the president. And they got up.
We all want to get high with the president.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So it was like, some guys got up into a tree and they had like a funnel with like a tube coming out of like whatever, it was probably hanging down 20 feet down. And they got this funnel going and they're pouring beers into it. So it was my first time funneling, and it's surprisingly easy to funnel beer. I didn't realize that it was going to be it was like a talent of mine until it happened, you know?
I've never done that.
Me neither. I couldn't do it, I don't think.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I'm funneling beer and it hits you fast. It just comes up on you. And I'm at that point, I'm 16 years old, so I'm drunk. Now I'm already working full time at this little like bar restaurant place, like event hall called Samuel's down out there in Buffalo. So afterwards, like my parents were really strict. They, you know, had a very curfews, all that kind of stuff. So I had to lie. I told them I was like golfing or something. So my friends and I, they're taking me home. And on the way home, we stop off at this taco place, Mighty Taco. I don't know, Jay, do you remember that?
Oh, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
That and Jim's
Oh,
Steakhouse.
so that's right.
dude.
Bex, you did a little time there too,
Yep,
right? In Buffalo?
Yep.
So once again, I'm 16. I'm super fucking drunk. I start eating tacos like crazy. And all of a sudden I go to the bathroom and I just fucking throw up in the bathroom. And my first thought was like that I was at work and I was going to get fired. So I start cleaning the vomit from all over the place. Now, mind you, my concern wasn't like I was going to go back onto the workroom floor drunk. I just didn't want to get caught with like puke in the place. So I just cleaned it all up. And then I realized I'm like, fuck, you're not at work. just leave it for whoever works here. You know, I left that. We left out of the place. We ended up going back to my house, and my buddies were borrowing their older sister's like Firebird, and they had to help me get out of the car, man. And like the golf clubs are sliding all over the place, and like they knew how strict my father was and all this kind of stuff. You know, he was the neighborhood dad to be afraid of. Get up to the house, and I remember Bry Wolf leans my golf clubs up against the door. Jay rings the doorbell. I'm just standing there drunk. They just leave me drunk. Two of my best friends, the Wolf brothers, leave me there drunk on the fucking whatever. And the golf clubs slide down, fall off, and they're like peeling away out of the driveway. And I'm like, fuck, whatever. And my father answers the door, and he's just yelling and screaming at me. But luckily, he doesn't see me because I'm picking up golf clubs off the fucking patio porch. He's yelling about how I'm breaking curfew, all this kind of stuff. He's following me the whole way, yelling to the garage as I'm putting away the golf clubs. He's following me all the way upstairs, is yelling at me the whole time. I get into bed, and for the first time I experience, obviously it's the first time I'm that drunk, the spins.
Oh, yeah.
I look at my clock. Yeah, right. And the clock is like moving up and down, up and down. I was like, fuck, I think you're going to throw up. Like, pretty intuitive. No, like whatever. So I have to walk past my parents' bedroom to go downstairs. And I look into the room and I'm like, hey, Mom, Dad, I'm just going to go downstairs, watch some TV with, Brother Greg. And I go down the stairs. I get down the stairs. And as I'm walking down the stairs, I put my hand over my mouth and a little piece of puke comes flying out, like a little hard chunk of mighty taco, something or other, just an undigested chicken piece, falls out to the floor. And I'm like, fuck. And in my inebriated state, I'm like, note to self, pick up that shit later. You just puked on the stairwell. I come down the stairwell. I just threw up like a ninja on the stairwell. And I come down. I'm walking gonna go to the bathroom, and I'm gonna release unholy hell. I don't know what's coming, but I pressure like I've never felt before in my life. And my brother Greg's like watching something on TV, and I just fucking let loose. Now, he was probably like a freshman, so he was like 13 or 14. And I just let loose, puke all over the place. He like is watching TV. He skids back away from like the chair that he's sitting in. And he looks at me, he's like, do you want me to get Mom and Dad? You need help? I'm like, no, it's all cool. And like, I won't let him go get my mom and dad. I'm holding on to him. I'm fucking like puking into the toilet downstairs. And he doesn't know what to make of it. Like, so eventually my older brother comes home. He was working at like Video Factory, comes home. My brother is like, yeah, he's puking. I'm really worried. He won't let me go get Mom and Dad. He looks at me. He's like, he's fucking drunk.
What happened to that piece of chicken on the stairs?
I picked it up the next morning.
You didn't have a dog or anything?
I remembered. I was like,
pick that up.
Yeah, I was like, so both my mom and dad came downstairs, walked over that chicken piece,
Oh.
And I was like, all right, yeah.
My story is something back. I don't think you ever knew this story.
All right,
because this is high school years, and now I'm just a little bit younger than Becky, but she was a grade ahead of me, and then my sister was in the same grade, but she's a little bit older than Becky. She had fallen behind when she was like in elementary school, so she was in the same grade. So I kind of like would hang out with Jessica because she would have this idea, oh, we're going to go hang out with this person, and this person. And at the time, I was experimenting like with marijuana and things like that. We're like, we're going to hang out with this group, and we're all going to just like go out and drive in the cars and go explore the university or whatever. I must have been 15 or 16 at the time. And I don't know who had their license, but the people that wanted to hang out with Jessica were popular kids at high school because they knew that we were doing marijuana. They wanted to have their marijuana experience.
Okay.
So they're basically using us away because I don't think any other way they want to hang out with us. These are people we kind of despise, but they actually were cool that day when we were hanging out. So I'm in one car with Jessica and a group, and then there's another group ahead of us. While they're ahead, we're all stoned out of our minds on pot. We're going down the hill a little bit fast, and the group that was in front of us went through a red light and hit a police car.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, it was bad, and we were so scared because we knew he went through the red light. They were like, "Well, we better go." We abandoned them. We watched from a distance what was happening, but the police officer, which was a female police officer, was so shaken by what happened. She was more concerned about the accident and never really questioned that they were on drugs. But the driver of that car had a bowl on him, and he was so frightened that he'd get like caught with that. He shoved it in a phone booth. This is what triggered the memory, is because we were talking about phone booths. Once we knew they didn't get arrested or anything, we snuck away. I never talked to these people ever again after this, but I saw the guy in school. His fingers were burned because he was electrocuted.
What is happening?
When he shoved his bowl, which was metal, it wasn't like glass or clay or anything. It was a metal bowl, he shoved it in the change holder of the phone booth, and he got shocked.
And it burned his fingers.
His fingers were black.
Oh my God.
And I never talked to these people again after that. And it was just a weird, bizarre situation.
I was like, she took a hard turn left here in the middle of this story. I don't know. Well, after that, I think we all need another drink.
I don't have any more beers. I have no more beers.
Here you go.
Hold on. Let me get some more vodka, okay? Just give me like 10 seconds, okay?
Okay.
All right, hold on.
Got one of those fireball whiskey shots.
Have any of you, either of you been to Chicago?
Yeah, I used to live there for a little bit.
I went with
Oh,
Becky.
nice.
Actually.
Yeah.
I lived there for Did you ever have Malort?
Malort. No, I did not.
It's like a liquor made in Chicago?
Nope.
Oh, man. Like,
I'm back. Ready to attack.
I had to go grab my bottle. It legit says on the bottle, like, one out of 3 drinkers will never drink this again.
I'm kind of glad then.
Wow.
I love it.
What's it
it's
taste
a wormwood
like?
liquor.
Oh, wormwood. That's why.
It's
Wait,
it's
what are you
botanical,
drinking?
Yeah.
Malort.
Malort.
Is that like absinthe? Because you're talking about wormwood.
No, it's yeah, same cousin, but no.
At least he's rid of all parasites from drinking that.
Yeah. All right, I'm drinking straight out of the bottle. Listen. All right. Are we ready?
Yep. 3, 2, 1. Chin chin. No.
Is that like a driveway type vodka?
You know it's the only kind.
Oh. I used to love challenging people when I would, bartend and stuff and offer to pay their whole bar tab if they can tell the difference between like Grey Goose and cranberry or like Absolute and cranberry or Stoli and cranberry. Because once you mix it, you don't know. But I love when people would order like they thought they knew something.
Oh, really?
I'll have Belvedere and cranberry. It's like, fuck you. You want to pay $14 for a drink? Fuck off. Go drink driveway vodka.
Yeah, that's true.
Seriously. Once you start mixing it, and if like very few people drink vodka on the rocks or even vodka neat. And it's the only way you'll ever tell the difference. And even then, you really have to know your product.
It's true. That is true.
Out of the land of the tobacco plant come a tall, hard-riding, long, lean bloke, feared by his friends and enemies alike, called by the name of Johnny Smoke. Johnny Smoke. Johnny Smoke. Where are you heading, Johnny Smoke?
So, speaking of knowing your product, let's see who knows their drug songs. This is called the Drug Songs Guessing Game, and you guys are going to buzz in to win, and this is going to be Steph versus Floyd. Jason is going to badly beatbox a song for you, and it's going to be drug-related. I might jump in if you guys need a little help. If you can't get by his beatbox, I'll have him beatbox again, and I'll add a little, not per se the lyrics, because that might just give it all away, but I'll help it along. We'll put it that way.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Number 1.
I know the song, but I'm
a
sorry,
caterpillar having a stroke.
Okay. Do it again, Jay, and I'll add in more for them.
Okay.
Two caterpillars having strokes.
All right.
Steph.
Purple Haze.
Yes.
Oh, man. Okay. I see where you're going here.
Okay.
All right. I can get your Purple Haze now.
Okay. Number 2.
Too late. Number 2?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Okay. This isn't all right. There's not really a there's not
I'm sorry. I'm just thinking what's coming. I don't know.
There's not really a riff, but I'm just gonna do the drum beat, okay? Here we go.
Jefferson Airplane.
It is.
And it's the White Rabbit.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Shit.
You're fantastic at this stuff. Are they feeding you the answers?
No, not at all.
I cheated the last time because it was funny, but I'm not cheating.
Oh wait, there is a cheat sheet in front of you though.
No, not at all.
Becky accidentally sent me
the master
her
copy.
And so when I was going, I never overlooked it. So when I'm going through it, I didn't understand what I was seeing. So when she was like, "Oh, I have the answer,"
and I'm going, "How in the hell did she know Tennessee is the volunteer state?"
Oh, because it's on their license plate.
Right.
Well, we protected against that shit.
We did this time.
Man.
All right, this one's going to be a little harder, I think, maybe, but let's see if Floyd
this is
can
really
get in on
hard.
this.
I
don't know though.
I listened to this one a couple times. It's basically just a drum beat and a little riff. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Gling, gling, gling. That's it.
If you need more help, I'll give you a little lyrical.
Go ahead and give him the lyrics, because the drum beat's not going to help him. Go ahead.
That was White Lines. By,
Yes.
Is that Grandmaster Flash or is it who is it?
That's Melly Mel.
Melly Mel. Okay.
Dude, she even guessed it with the wrong fucking drum beat.
Damn.
I don't know how she did that.
Well, when
shit.
Becky came in with it, that's when I knew.
Do you guys like play this game a lot from in Syracuse? Is that what you guys do?
No,
No,
we do
we
it
don't.
for Umbrella Holics.
Yeah. I haven't played a game ever.
Dude, you're just like 1, 2, 3. I got him. It's done.
I haven't played a game ever.
Monopoly, we didn't have it. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Steph?
It's a cocaine song.
It
right?
is. She's
Jesus
blowing
Christ.
Floyd away.
What the fuck?
Come on.
Down to these, Steph.
Floyd, you can still catch up here, Floyd. You can still catch up.
He's up 4-0, but that's okay.
4-0. Okay, but we have enough on the list here, though.
All right, this one's is a good riff. Ready? Hold on a second. Okay, here we go.
Steph?
That's a Dr. Feelgood.
Oh my god. Like when
fucking
Steph
druggie.
says it, I'm like, oh, I can hear that now.
Holy shit.
Only one of them I couldn't hear. I'm like, what the hell?
I think, he still has a chance, right, Jay?
He still has. Let me see. Yeah, he's got. Yeah, if he gets the rest, if he runs the table, he gets them.
If you run the table, you can win this.
I'll try to hold off.
man.
I'll wait for you.
No,
till...
nope. Just story ahead. Stop.
I thought you were waiting the whole time.
Oh man. Okay, this one should be a little bit harder. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it goes. Back lyrics,
Okay.
please.
A boo boo boo. About a doo boo ba dap. Bubba doo boo ba doo boo boo. About a dap dap dee boo.
Oh man.
You got that one?
No, but I know it.
I want a new drug.
Yes.
Oh my god. Yes.
Dude.
Yes.
I want a new drug.
Uh-huh.
1, 2, 3, 4.
She's up fucking 6-0 right now.
6
know.
nothing. It's like a sweep here.
I mean, all right. How about this? If we could, Floyd, you got to get this one.
Let's just do them all and see what happens.
Okay. Here we
All
go.
right.
Yeah, I mean, if I lose, I am no problem getting a 0.
Can you get one, my friend?
Just please get one.
I'll try. I'm so trying.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. This is the next one. Okay, it goes.
Oh.
Oh man, I just don't know the name of it. Like, can I give you a beat back answer back?
Yeah, go ahead. What?
It's the lowrider song.
Yes.
Oh yes. God,
that was my dad's. My dad would play war records all the time. He was a fucking hippie. Anyway,
dude, every time I hear that song, I think about getting pulled over by the police. Because you know, right at that song where they're like, drive a little bit slower. I was driving an 85 Crown Vic, bunch of my buddies smoking a pipe in the back seat. My one buddy, Heine boy, in the front drinking a beer. And I was like, dude, don't drink a beer through an intersection. He's like, yeah, whatever. And as that song is like, drive a little slower, I look past them and I see 2 cops on transit. And I was like, oh, fuck. And they ended up pulling us over because I seen them drinking, pure silhouette driving as we're listening to the Lowrider.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Here's the next one, okay? Air.
Nice.
That sounds like if Becky's cat was trying to sing a song.
Yeah, I was thinking cat. I couldn't get cat out of my head the whole
I'm
time.
gonna give you guys the non-lyric lyrics. Boom, bam, bam, my boing, my boing, blah, blah, blah.
Holy shit.
I don't even get this one.
I think I did good on that one, didn't I? Jim?
Yeah, you did.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
Go ahead and give it to him back.
It's Don't Bogart That Joint by Little Feat.
Oh, I don't know that.
You don't know? Don't Bogart that joint, my friend.
My friend, pass it over to me.
You know who's
a fucking Bogarter is fucking Disaster. Dude.
Yeah.
You got to make sure you get that shit away from her. It'll go away.
Take it back
Okay.
to the 90s on this one.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Red Hot Chili Peppers, Under the Bridge.
Yes.
Wow.
Damn.
8-0. We got 2 left.
2
Yeah.
left. Stuff. This
Wow.
is a blowout here.
This, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe just go with the lyric with this one.
Boom, bing, bing, ding, bing, bang, bing, boom, bing, ding, boom, boom. Bing-a-ling, ding-a-ding, ding,
Oh,
ding,
man.
bing, bing, boom, bing, ding, boom, boom.
I know that binkity boom, but I can't.
I know. I've heard it. It's not
I
coming.
know. I know.
Don't got it, guys?
No.
Fuck it, you lose. What is it, Beck?
One toke over the line.
Oh, sweet Jesus. One toke over the line. Oh, fuck. A doodle do, man. I had that.
Sweet Mary.
Oh, man. Okay.
All right,
Okay,
Jason, this is the finale. Give it to him. Good.
This is the last one. Boo boo.
Beep, 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 doop, 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 doop.
When did you guys start drinking?
Is this a reggae song? My favorite reggae song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red wine.
Pass the Ducci on the left hand side. All right, Steph wins 8-0.
Steph, that was a sweep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very disappointed in you,
Sweep
Floyd.
the leg.
Hey, man, you know.
You did all right. I mean, well, for getting 0, we're nearing a minute. So if anybody goes out, don't worry about it.
I'm assuming you mean an hour, right?
Well, let me take another drink and I'll clarify everything. Hold on,
Talking a New York minute.
We're gonna leave this shit in anyway.
Yeah.
All right, everybody listening, fuck off and have a drink with me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm ready.
Needle sticking out of your arm? No problem.
UHDS.
Drool all over your face? We know what it's like.
Whether you're seeing zombies or dragons, we'll get you home.
With Umbrellaholics designated driver service, there's no questions asked, and no one needs to know.
I was helpless. I was face down in a pool of my own puke on the sidewalk of the Lower East Side, and then boom, I'm fucking home? I can't believe it.
Our lips are sealed.
If you are living after midnight, we've got you covered.
I was staggering home from the KGB after getting into a bar brawl and punching Natasha in the nipple. I wasn't gonna make it. It was hopeless. And guess the fuck what? Before I could say scoree, UHDS got my ass home in bed, safe and sound, even tucked in.
Terms and conditions apply.
If you lose your shit, you get a hit.
Puke charge, $150.
So keep it together, and we'll take care of the rest.
We've been twisted and turned like a pretzel, upside down and all around, but we draw the line at bath salts.
1-800-GET-HOME.
At UHDS, we always come through when the rest of the pussies don't.
Guaren-f-teed.
Okay, we have another little game for you, and it's a usual. Our maniacs out there listening know what this is, and this is called This or That. My man Jay Maniac and I came up with a few, one for each of you actually. And Steph, I got to tell you,
I think we're getting your ass.
Yeah, I didn't make it easy, and I apologize to you, Floyd, because I got a little rough around the edges with this one, and I normally am a little more tame. But Steph, this one's going to you first.
I plead the fifth. No. What?
You got 8-0. You can't plead nothing.
That's right. You have to either eat your family pet or kill your mother.
Eat my family pet. Who could kill their mother?
Whoa.
I could. I mean, you're
No,
talking,
my mom is like
she
way
got
too-
dementia or something, you know, like.
Just put a pillow over.
I
her.
love you, Mom.
Okay.
No, I would eat a family pet because at least, you know, I don't know, they might taste Might taste good. Dog could taste
Wow,
like
you
pork.
look at his eyes or her eyes while you're murdering them.
I just told you my last fishing story. It was horrible.
Okay. She had a problem with a fish that she
Yeah.
caught. Okay. Floyd, for you, 2-inch
Mhm.
penis or man boobs?
Well, I have both, so.
Oh.
Heyo.
Hey.
No, I mean, I'll go with man boobs. You could always like work those off later, you know.
That's true. You might be
Get
able
them
to
snipped
surgery.
off. Yeah.
You can't do shit with a 2-inch penis, you know.
That's true.
Not even if you just didn't wear underwear. Just let it hang for a while.
No, even if you hang away from it. No.
No, yeah. Oh, I've tried.
I have one for Steffi.
Oh gosh.
You either have to smoke 3 packs a day of Marlboro non-filter or drink a 12-pack a day.
I think I would do the 12-pack.
She already does.
You know what?
I do not.
I thought of this, Steffi. If you go with Coors Light, you can do a 12-pack in a day.
Easy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Totally.
'cause I've
Definitely would
smoked-
go with the 12-pack, but you sounded so offended when she said you drink it. Or you're like, I do not. It was such pure. There was emotion. There's such emotion in
was.
there. I felt it all the way in California. I'm telling you.
I smoke maybe like 8 cigarettes a day, and it kills me. I mean, I feel it at night, and I know.
Yeah,
I just couldn't do
non-filter
it.
would fuck you up.
But I do. Well, not recently, but I have like at least drank 4 drinks a night, and I'm fine with that at one time.
Yeah.
So I think I could do 12 and be like, but I couldn't do it for a long time.
You start losing like the parts of you that, you know, I mean, you know, drinking is all fun and games, don't get me wrong, but like there are people that have just gone too fucking far where you can't even have a conversation with them anymore. You gotta know where to draw the line.
I'm gonna switch it. I know we're doing this or that, but I'm gonna add some money
Okay.
into this.
All right.
So I'll go with Floyd with this. So for $20,834,684 for a year, you cannot swear. Okay, but each time I'm gonna have a fucking dude over your shoulder, and each time you swear, I'm gonna cut off a toe or a finger, and you have to get through the year. Would you do it?
Are we talking about a whole fucking year?
Whole fucking year. So there goes. We'd each lose a toe right there.
Right. No, yeah, dude. I mean, honestly, that would be very easy. It's like it would just fake that I'm in front of children the whole time. I'll take the 20 million.
Yeah, you'd have to change it to like Jiminy Cricket. You know.
Oh, dude, I make Christmas a swear word now, man. I use the word Christmas instead of swearing.
How would you do that?
Because where I work, Christmas is a terrible, terrible time of year. So I'm like, oh, sweet, merciful Christmas. You know, like.
For me, I thought about it. If I'm watching a Yankee game and the Red Sox get a hit, God fucking damn it! Oh shit! And then there goes the finger. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't.
heat of
Yeah,
the
I don't
moment
have that
swearing. You know.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of heat of the moment thing.
Okay. That's cool.
I'll be honest.
I think.
Yeah,
you'd
I don't.
be all
I
right.
don't like. I don't want. Yeah, I think it'd be great.
Yeah.
I'll take the 20 million.
Okay.
Is that you have Venmo?
It will whatever. Yeah. It'll be in a case. We'll give you a fucking case. You know, a silver case.
Pick it up at the bus stop, right?
Yeah.
All right. So this is for the both of you, and this is a this or a that. Try every drug in the world, or get framed for genocide.
Oh.
Try every drug in the world.
I don't think I could handle every drug in the world. If you could pace yourself, like
BMT.
you have your whole lifetime to try like one a year, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that one, because genocide, they're just gonna hate you and basically kill you. You're gonna
I was like thinking because like you said framed, but even if you're framed for it, like that doesn't matter. If you've been labeled and all the charges, exactly.
You're done for.
You're not. I'm not getting out of prison well with that one, man.
Nope.
There's no way.
Even if you're innocent, people would be like, "This fucker," you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen that with so many innocent people as it is right now. You know.
Good answers.
Okay.
And Jay, I hear you whisper something about DMT. Have you ever done it?
I'm fucking scared, you know.
Dude, I'll tell you what, man. It's the best out there because it legitimately gets to the fucking point and gets out.
Okay, hold on.
Like within 20 minutes, you have no idea that you did something.
But
that
20
was that
minutes
wild.
and it's like you're in dreamland, and when you're dreaming for 20 minutes, it's like the whole night. No.
No.
Well, just
it only
what'd
lasts
you
like
see?
a few times. One of the times, man, like it was passing over like a city, and another time, man, these little like I don't know, smiley cartoonish, like almost I thought they were basketball creatures bouncing and jumping into my mouth and stuff like that. And then I passed like a crystalline
That
area,
is
man.
insane.
I know.
And there was like people there that like knew who I was. I wasn't afraid of them, and they were just wondering why I was there like earlier than I should be, and like they kind of knew who I was.
Do you
What they
think
look
that
like?
it was like an afterlife situation, or were they really basketball
Dimension?
people, alien type things?
I don't know. I don't know. There's so many people that say so many different things that go with it. And it's very tough because it's kind of like, you take something and you've read so much about it, you've done the research, and is it influencing what you got going on and whatnot?
Right.
But I will say that like I did it like in a lounge chair, man, and like I felt like only the smallest part of like my tailbone touching the chair, and the rest of me didn't feel like it was part of this world anymore, as long as I was conscious enough to keep my eyes closed. Now, maybe there's more powerful stuff out there, which actually I'm going to be grabbing some tomorrow. So we'll see how that plays out.
El Bufo
Yeah.
Viro or whatever from the frog. I've always wanted to smoke the toad myself.
Yeah. The one that you got to be afraid of is salvia.
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard about
Never
that. Yeah.
Never do that.
Why? What's wrong with? I never heard of that.
That's synthetic.
It literally rips open your
Oh.
brain and goes right into the fear, into the madness. And if you don't know, like, there's no slow wave or slow ramp up. It's just all of a sudden you're in fucking Wonderland. That is crazy. That drug. is crazy.
Wow.
Yeah,
I wouldn't recommend it.
My friend who was really even keeled, like he's like a dude. If you said, "Dude, there's a fire," he'd go, "Oh, okay." When he did fucking salvia, he said it was too crazy for him, and I went, "Oh, forget it." Yeah,
Dude, I saw the fucking clouds and the leaves have an epic battle for fucking domination.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, it was fucking nuts. Like I can keep my shit together, so I was always in the back of my brain. I'm like, "You're on a drug. You're on a drug," and I was like, "This is fucking nuts."
Damn.
That was DMT?
No, DMT's great. Salvia, not so good.
Oh, okay.
You saw the leaves and what have a battle?
the leaves and the clouds were having like an epic battle. Like the tree branches were growing taller towards the clouds, and the clouds were coming down. And I wasn't hearing music, but I was feeling like
Like fucking Jack and the Giant Beanstalk and shit.
oh, it was crazy.
I'll just address this to both of them. So for 7.2 million, you have to live in a world where the language is jumbled, and each day is a different degree of the jumbled. So Floyd, you'd be like, "Do you want to go to a movie?" And I'd go, "Candle, Bob Ross, Tic Tac, sure." And then in another day, it might be like, "Jay, do you want to go to lunch?" "Yeah, lunch sounds fine. Fucking truck, remote, computer. Would you do it?"
Mm-hmm.
Both of yous. 7.2 million.
And the other option is to not do it.
No, this is, you take the money. That's how your life is going to be.
It's your contract with the devil.
For the rest, so for the rest of my life, I have to deal with that kind of madness.
But a different degrees. So tomorrow might be like, "Yeah, I'll go to a movie with you." And the next day it's, video game.
So it's basically like talking to a real drunk person, but they don't seem drunk.
Right.
Yeah, no, I'll pass.
Yeah. How
I've
about
been
you,
through that
Steffi?
madness.
Yeah, I don't know if the money would be worth it if you're living in a world that's, not making you happy, but then you could say adapt and overcome.
Okay.
You start to get used to it.
Adapt and overcome.
Just use your
But if
money on
if-
things you like.
But think about this though, Steph. Like you got the 7 million and you're trying to make a purchase, and they're like, "Winkety wonkety wonk wonk," and you're like, "No, I just want to purchase this album," and
That's
they're
when
like,
you just point
"Oh,
to the thing you want and
Right.
pass the big stack of cash in their direction like this.
I don't know if you
This
know
is what I
this,
want.
but she is zombie stuff, so she could do it.
You know nothing.
You know nothing.
She might even be able to translate that shit.
right."
Yeah.
Yo. Oh, hey, you're Mark, right? Thanks, brother.
Got a package. You got a package. I'm excited. What's in your
Yeah.
package?
Oh.
We've had enough drinks. I think I can answer. We were talking about 2 inches earlier. I was lying. 2.5. Serious. Well, I got my trusty blade here, and I'm gonna slice into it. And it's not vibrating, so I'm not worried about anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's nicely wrapped in a seafoam tissue. Weed. It's a lung full of fun. Refrigerator magnet. Like
Nice.
that. Like that.
Yeah. You're lucky I didn't duct tape them like when I
Yeah, I
do
was
my
gonna
Christmas
ask.
presents.
I was gonna ask if it's all duct taped.
Nah.
Dude. What is this thing? a rocket blast. Film canister rocket. All right. Is this like an explosive?
I think it is.
Oh, yeah. All
You
right.
do it out in your yard.
Uh-huh. Yeah. No, you got to do that where there's like public present to get a little scare out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That is sweet. Thank you. A passport to hell.
I got one
Everyone
too.
needs one of those. Yeah.
We all have one. We all have one.
Oh yeah, it's just a nice little notebook. Yeah, man. I'm fucking huge. This is none of this is bad. Like, this is all right, man.
Oh, you just
Hey.
wait. You're a special
Yeah.
guest. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Oh, a circle of anal beads.
What?
Oh, that
No,
wasn't meant for you.
Shit, you messed up, man. That was supposed to stay out of the box, Jake.
Fuck.
No, it's
disaster. I found him.
Dude, my friend's got this joke where he says, "Oh shit! If this is my weed, oh god, did I mail my mom my pubic hair?"
Oh.
But anyways, so it's like a bracelet. I'm assuming this is a bracelet.
Well, it's to ward off the evil eye. If you're in a strange spot, you put it on, and it'll keep the demons and shit away from you. It's a Turkish evil eye bracelet.
I see you. I see what that is. I can dig that. I can see that. Uranus soap. All right. the anal love beads is literally followed by the Uranus soap.
What does this smell like?
Hold on. Let me just see.
Is that all it says? Is Uranus soap?
Uranus just isn't a planet. It's made by the Unemployed Philosophies Guild. Yeah, it smells like last night.
So mysterious.
All right, this one seems to be a machine of. Oh, it's a two-parter. It's. Is this? Where would you find something like this, man?
Is that the movie thing?
Yeah, the movie viewer with Scooby Doo and Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend.
Right. So I had one in 1987 and I lost it. And then about a month ago, I looked up. This guy on YouTube was doing a lot of retro tech, and it was there. And I went, "Oh my god, I haven't seen it in 35 years." And
dude, and it's battery powered too.
It's battery powered. That's 8mm film in there.
Yeah,
and they're 30 seconds each. Floyd and I were film school students 20 years ago.
Did you say film stool? Yeah, we went to film stool.
Hey, you're fired. I'm drinking. Shut up. 20 years ago, we were in Buffalo Film School together.
Yeah. Dude, 22, brother.
Yeah, I know.
All right, last one here. Oh, this one wasn't even wrapped, Jay. What's going on? It just squeezed out. No. Oh man. Okay. Which one of y'all picked up this thing?
Well, that depends on what it is.
That would be Becca.
Oh man, I got like this one thing left is like the electric yodeling pickle.
Yeah. Oh, press the button.
Yeah. You gotta hear it.
It's
Yes.
Oh
yeah.
Man.
Amazing.
It has a slight vibration to it, and due to the shape, I might just use it in my next moments of Congress.
I was gonna say.
Or egress is there.
Nobody's ever done that before.
Right? They'd be like, "Are you yodeling down there?" Yeah.
It's actually quite beautiful yodeling too.
It is. I had a hard time parting with that one.
Oh man.
Whoa, we have an email. Great. This one is for Floyd, and then we can talk about it afterwards. It's from Mickey Belabanovich from
Belabanovich. That's a hard name to say.
Well,
where that son of a bitch want again?
He's from Craig, Montana, which has a population of 16 people. All right.
Wow.
All right, Floyd.
Best show ever. Question. If you caught Grey Alien stealing one of your cow and he put up fist, then telepath round one into your brain, what you do?
Okay, so two things come to mind is the making of the movie Rounders with John Malkovich doing that Russian character.
Yeah.
And he does such a fucking what's his name? Matt Damon's got a story where he's like, dude, everyone wanted to work with Malkovich. Everyone's like, Malkovich is coming. And then he comes in and does that exact Russian accent. And Matt Damon's like, even he's telling the story to Conan or something, and he's like, and I'm like, this is fucking terrible. And Malkovich leans over. He's like, you see, no one cares what I do no more. I'm John Malkovich. And he just literally did that shit like what they both thought was a shitty Russian accent. The whole movie.
I splash pot when I fucking want. You know?
Yeah, exactly. So your question, though, I also have a hard time understanding it.
I'll read it. I'll read it
in the Queen's English.
Okay, Queen's English. Best show ever. Question: if you caught gray alien stealing one of your cow and he put up fist, then telepath round one into your brain. What do you do? Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for
He's ready to fucking fight the Viking.
Oh, then I fucking bring it on, man. Let's do this. Dude, you got a chance to fight a gray. Only one of two things is going to happen. Live or die. And I want to find out how that plays out.
Yeah.
Skinny ass little. He's got a skinny ass little neck. I'd grab him by his fucking neck and go, "You fucking fuck!" And then I'd punch him in his eye and make his big ass eye blink.
Damn! All right, we're allowed to get that graphic. Okay, that's. Wait. I'm just seeing you shaking this little thing and his head going back and forth. Ding, 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 ding.
Punch him in his little ass mouth. You know?
Oh yeah. Like seriously, yeah. His naveless body, rip it open.
Bring me your alien vodka. Shut up.
Would you do your karate on him, Steph?
Yeah, I think I'd pretty much throw him around like a rag doll.
Right.
Small,
Yeah.
weak, skinny arms.
Yeah, but there's tall ones too. This could be a tall one.
But they usually need some sort of like divining rod to point at you. Just keep their hands down and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like seriously, who wouldn't try to fuck up a grave?
might
If you
have
just
some
stand there,
device.
you're gonna die.
They'd probably
Yeah.
use their mental powers to like kind of penetrate your brain and make you feel like you're suffering somehow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a lover, not a fighter, so I wouldn't even battle that bastard, but I would start glitching out like I was seizing and then see what happens. Maybe.
See, I thought you were gonna go the other way and you were gonna take your yodeling pickle on him.
Oh, that could have worked. That's your yodel.
Oh, he's gonna go off for a minute. I'm sorry, I touched it once. Dude, he's got stamina.
Yes, he does. I can't believe Mickey Balabanovich from Craig, Montana, of a population of 16, would ask that kind of question. It's a little crazy.
Yeah.
Is that all he said, Jay? Or that's it? That was the whole thing?
That's all he said. Thank you very much. And
Wow.
keep
Thanks,
tuning
Mickey.
in.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That triggered a lot of stories.
Oh, no.
Row, umbrella holics.
Let's talk about an adventure you survived that you didn't think you would.
I can't say I ever got to some sort of close to death thing. I've had close calls with like maybe hitting someone with the car or getting hit by a car. Those are kind of like heart attack moments. But so basically I was going on a trip to Nicaragua. And already when you get to Nicaragua, it's like over 100 degrees or, maybe 100 with like 100% humidity. And I have to say that's the only place that I've never tolerated heat. Anywhere else, I'm fine. And then riding this person's car who was driving me where I had to go. I didn't know who the driver was. He was just a professional driver. And he's laughing about a radio, everything's in Spanish, and he's laughing and he could speak English. Like, oh, what did it say? He's like, oh, an anaconda ate this farmer's cow in his field. So that's like the first story I heard when I get there.
Okay.
Oh, there's anacondas here. Okay. So
he ate a cow?
Yeah.
Okay.
It killed a cow. Yeah.
How was this like the movie Anaconda? It would eat a whole cow?
It ate a whole cow.
Like
and that was on the
J-Lo?
radio.
Right.
It would eat a whole J-Lo. People that I was staying with, they were giving me a tour around. Well, this area, I don't remember where I was exactly, but there was a lot of volcanoes there. Most of them were active, and this whole area was just burned. You saw no grass. They're like, we're going to take you to this really unique place it's close to the volcanoes. Like, okay.
The active volcano.
Oh, and they're all over. They're like scattered in this one area. And it's so hot that it feels like you have an oven on 400 degrees all the time.
Oh.
So we're driving down this road. They're like, oh, this road is not really a road. It's a river in the wet season, and it's a road in the dry season. We were in the dry season. So it was really bumpy. It was like going down a riverbed. We get to this big field, and you see like mountainous things, which those are the volcanoes. And like how in upstate New York, the snow is up to your knees. The ash was up to your knees. And our truck basically got stuck in the ash, and we were in the middle of nowhere.
And 400
no people,
degree heat.
no houses.
Anacondas are running around everywhere.
I found a grasshopper that was like the size of my dad's thumb. It was humongous.
Fucking Jurassic Park.
It is.
Yeah. we're all standing outside of the truck now that we were cramped into, like just fitting in there. I'm looking around. I see black ash everywhere, no vegetation, burned trees. And I thought, we're going to die right here because it's so hot and so the conditions were so bad. Why, are we here? And the truck, we tried to push the truck. Then out of nowhere, after about an hour of being there and not thinking not one person is going to be nearby, a guy is riding along with like a big steer.
Like bull?
Like a bull with a giant, almost like those Texas steers. Like with a
Tatanka.
giant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the tongue. It looked like a giant, like a Texas steer. And he was pulling a cart and there was a guy kind of guiding the steer. And he's like,
Was that Juan Valdez?
Yeah, it was Juan
He has all the
Valdez.
coffee beans on there.
And he pulled the truck out of the ashes, basically. He hooked up his steer to the truck and pulled it out. And I really did not think I was getting out of there. I thought
you were
I'm
going to
gonna
be burned by the volcano.
Not just by the volcano, but just from the heat and dehydration
Yeah.
and everything. I was like, this is it.
That'd be horrible.
But that was my story.
See, all you would need is a Waponi Woo to throw into the volcano.
A Waponi Woo. Is that from, what's that from?
Or a Joe.
Joe. Yeah, I was thinking of Joe.
Joe versus the
Yeah, that's
volcano.
great movie. Great movie.
Waponi Woo. It's orange soda.
I haven't seen it in forever.
Is Waponi Woo from Joe versus the Volcano?
It is. That was the orange
Oh,
soda.
wow.
Yeah, they called it Waponi
Oh,
Woo.
you even know even deep. You even know it deeper
Hey,
than that.
That was a great movie. It was underrated.
And that was crazy too. By the way, your story stuff, anacondas and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah. I was hoping, like, I would
Yeah.
hear other stories, like, there's monkeys here, there's all these. I didn't see any monkeys. It was hot, though. Like, the daytime was like 100, and then nighttime was
Yeah.
about 95.
Oh, geez.
It went down 5 points,
what a
and you were
break.
just like, like, just laying in a bed, like,
And it's like
sticking
third
to the bed.
world. There's no air conditioning.
Yeah,
right?
that's the other thing is the people there were so poor. It was not even third world. This was fourth world.
Isn't that like outer space type shit?
No,
and I'm
that's-
sorry. Where did you say you were at again?
Nicaragua. The people were so desperate and poor. You know how people sell stuff on the streets in poor countries? Well, they were selling baggies, like plastic baggies of blue
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
Blue water.
I don't know if it was berry flavored or what it was.
What's some fucking Heisenberg?
Like
shit?
Kool-Aid, yeah, like
Would you
Kool-Aid
ever?
shit, man.
Yeah, I know kids have Kool-Aid stands, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But I would never buy a plastic baggie full.
Yeah,
of
you would if you
blue
were
Kool-Aid.
stuck in a volcano ash.
I would.
Ah.
Yeah, if I would, if I was there.
If they come trudging through and they're like, "Would you like some blue water?"
Right, dude. If someone okay, that's one of your questions. If someone filled a bag of blue water for you out of a pouch they were carrying tied to their body, and you're dehydrated over a volcano, and that's your only choice of liquid, would you drink it for $3?
You might have a good time.
Right? You're like, what the fuck? I got a few like this. This was the first time that this happened. I was 29, going to be about 30. I had just retired from running a speakeasy, and I had a friend of mine within that group who kind of like he went federal rat. So like basically I just got out of it, and I'm thinking to myself, all right, I'm going to go to visit my buddy in Malta, and he was a guy we used to call like King Ridiculous because he knew how to get.
Oh,
like,
that's a
always get
great name, by the way.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
the
wait,
nickname
wait,
we
wait.
gave him.
The guy's name was King Ridiculous. You were running a speakeasy out of Malta.
Okay.
And
No,
this,
no, no,
was
no,
this in the
no.
1920s or what's going on?
No. A speakeasy is basically a place that doesn't have a liquor license. So from like 16 to 29, I was selling booze, having like live bands. Like I'm in the Malta for the first time. We go out, and he introduces me to Red Bull and vodka. And for the first time in my life, like I got that shit, and I never did it before. The Red Bull hits you off so much, and you're so drunk, you're like a dancing elephant upon like fucking very sturdy legs. Like it's just wonderful. So I'm at a bar, and it's called, I find out later because I've been there since like 3 times. It's called Footloose. And I'm in the bar, and as soon as yeah, exactly. As soon as I get into the bar, there's this girl in there, and I'm like, fuck. We're dancing, having a good time. It's all a couple songs, dancing and laughing and whatever. And I asked her something, if she like a beverage or something like that. I don't know how it went. And she said, no, please, you have to stop. You're reminding me what it's like to be real.
What?
And right. I was like, yeah, exactly. I'm like, I'm sorry, what's that now? And she goes on to tell me that she was just brought to Malta from over in Russia because she thought she was coming to America to be a model. But they stopped here along the way,
Whoa.
and they're making her like pick up Johns, like pick up
She got
guys
sucked
who
into
are
trafficking.
Yeah.
basically, yeah. So, and if you know where Malta's like right in the middle of the Mediterranean. It's like the last piece of land right before you hit like the Atlantic.
Yep.
So for a girl who's thinking that she's going over with some, guys, they, whatever, they get into the Baltic Sea and they sail over, man, boom, and they stop off. I don't know how they do it, but she's just there. And I was just like, oh man, I was like, and now, mind you, I was all drunk. I just retired from that life. That's why I told you I was doing that stuff before. And I looked at her and I was like, do you want to do this? And she's like, no, I don't. And she's like, this is like, her fourth, fifth time out on the streets, out in bars. And I look at her, I was like, if I get you out of here and if I can get you to Sicily, can you like find something from there? Or do I have to get you to Italy? Do I have to get you to the mainland? Like, whatever. And she, so she's like, no, if you can get me out like that, she's like, I can, call people I have from back home and stuff. And I was like, all right. And I told her basically in my head, I came up with this plan. I had this idea, like, and I was going so far as to thinking like that quickly about like, cutting off my hair, dyeing hers, all this kind of stuff. It's a small little seaport. We can get her out.
Holy
Like
shit.
my buddy Charlie, his boss was out of town and we had use of his yacht. So that's how I knew I could get her out of there. And it's like, there's so many seaports. It'd be impossible to find us. And I'm thinking to myself of how to like do this. And like, she's hesitant now to trust some dude that she just met who she's sober. So she could tell I was drunk earlier when I was talking to her, but she also seen me sober up. She had to have. And she was a little nervous. And at the time, like my father had just passed a few years prior, like 4 or 5 years prior. And I used to wear his ring and I took it off and I looked at it and I showed her to her it was. And I put it in her hand. I said, I swear on this, I will mean you no harm. And by anything I can do to get you out of this, I'm willing to try. And what I just said to you is a coherent plan that I have right now. Like I have access to the boat. None of this is a lie. Yeah. And she's like, okay. So now the music's playing and I'm fucking looking around and I'm clocking the place and I'm seeing all these dudes in the bar who aren't working for the bar and they're watching pretty girls who are with fucking drunk guys or girls who are walking. And I'm like, okay, this is it. This is the crew of guys who got the girls in there. So I'm watching all of them. And as soon as I see our moment, boom, I skiddy out of the place. We get out and she's holding on to my hand. And she looks so beautiful, like in the moonlight. And she's like, oh my God, this is really happening. This is really happening. I said, absolutely. And I said, we got to keep going. Now, this is my first night in Malta. And I fucking far away from where my buddy Charlie's staying. We start going up the hill and this guy comes running out and like a couple other guys. And they're looking around for this girl. 2 guys go up one way. Other 2 guys come up our way. There's a far enough time. And I tell her, I'm like, when we get to the top of this hill, we're going to run and you're just going to follow me. And you have to keep up for everything you have. And she was like, yeah, yes. We're getting up there. All of a sudden, a car comes down the upper hill. And as soon as the lights hit us, like they just saw, so they were spotting for us. And all of a sudden, guys start from the other end that were running down the other way, now are running up our way. They've called over towards us. This car comes pulling up. And that's all I can remember for right now. The next thing I remember is we're back in that bar Footloose. There's music playing. It's like a little discotheque. Dudes walking around like they're carrying suitcases and shit. And like she's in front of me. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I tap her on the shoulder. She looks around. She's crying. And she looks at me. She's like, no, please go. Thank you, please. You've proven to me that real men still exist and chivalry's not dead. And she kissed me on the cheek. And she's like, but go or they're going to kill us both.
Whoa.
Right.
Wow.
What?
Now, my flight's to Amsterdam the next morning. I'm waiting for Charlie to arrive at the place. He comes back to the place. Charlie looks at me and he's like, what the fuck did you do to one of their cars?
What did you fucking do?
So, right. Boom. This fucking hits me. It's like a ton of shit. Like out of nowhere, I'm hit with this. And I start telling Charlie this story. I was like, dude. And then I'm talking about how a car pulls up. And out of the car comes this tall, lanky fucking Russian guy. He gets out of the car. People are running up. The guy who gets out of the driver's seat, I'll never forget what he looks like. And he had these eyes, like when he stared at me. So I'm just watching them all and I'm clocking everything. And she's holding on to my hand. They're running up there. And this guy in Russian is talking and stuff like that. And he's like yelling in Russian and shit to everybody. I'm like, do you speak English? And he looks at me, he pauses, and he's like, yeah, of course I speak English. Everybody speaks your fucking language. And I was like, cool. You guys know why that the pimp is the lowest form of criminal in all the underworld? And they just like pause. And I look at him right in the eye and I was like, it's because you have to have a fucking woman do your crime for you because you have no fucking sack to do it yourself. I realized what I just said to these people. And there's like that moment of a hiccup. And within that moment, I'm like, I can destroy this car. So in my drunk, addled mind, I fucking lift my hands up in the air. And I was like, you see this? You see this? boom, and I fucking hit the roof of the car. The tall guy just gets out of my way. And I was like, I used to run an empire from when I was 16 in New York. Wham, I'm in the car. I was like, I ask questions of no one. I ask permission from no one. Smashing the car, hitting at it. And I'm just standing there. They don't know what the fuck to do. And then, yeah, next thing I remember, I'm in the fucking bar with her. So I tell that story to Charlie, King Ridiculous. He looks at me and he's like, yeah, that's what they said, man.
You can see
I
this
was like-
movie in your local theater starring Angelina
Oh.
Jolie.
Dude. They told Charlie, like, hey, you tell your friend, this man, if he ever wants a job, he comes talks to us. And he doesn't have to worry about the car. It's more important that we find a person like him. And we'd really like to have a conversation with him. And I was like,
Only you.
That's a good one, man.
Umbrellaholics, what do you want?
This is Trisastra. I'm in the medicine cabinet, and on the way, I saw a dude at the door. He's saying his name is Yuri, and he found us on couchsurfing.com.
What the fuck? Are we even on couchsurfing.com?
Let me check. I probably listed it during one of my Schlitz blackouts. We are on the site. Yuri posted he'll pay us 36,861 and 26 cents Russian rubles.
Russian rubles? What's that equal?
I don't know, but we're fucking rich, right? Wait, hold on.
Okay.
I mean, that works. That looked good.
It's only 500 US dollars. Still sweet, though.
Yeah, 500. It's
Hey,
pretty good.
do we have enough driveway vodka for Yuri?
Yeah, we got a couple handles of driveway vodka. It's hard to come by.
He's saying even though we got 1 out of 5 stars, he's here because we are so cheap. Plus, we were in the hustle and bustle of the Lower East Side.
Is he standing outside the door? Just standing there?
Yeah, he is. That's your problem now. Don't worry about it.
I've been doing monster rails all night. I'm looking for some Chuck Norris action.
We have a beanbag in the corner, bro, for you to sleep on.
I escaped Chernobyl. I eat tiger pastille. No problem. I'm looking for a good time.
Okay, comrade. Grab a handle of our finest driveway vodka. Take a seat in the back of the studio if you'd like.
Yeah, just stay quiet, Yuri.
Right.
All right, guys. Now it's time for a game. Are you ready for the game?
Sure.
Yeah.
This game is actually going to be myself and Floyd Maniac, and it's called Liar Liar Pants on Fire, and it's a collab. And I want it to be Steph versus Jason. So we're going to do 2 stories. One is fake and one is real. You're going to have to buzz in to win to guess the real story.
All right.
I was riding my bike when a bee flew into my mouth and stung the back of my throat. My other story is I was stung on the eyeball by a bee while I was building a fort in the... Go ahead, Jay.
The first one, in the throat.
Incorrect. I was actually stung on the eyeball by a bee while I was building a fort in the woods. 0-0, Floyd's next. He's going to give his story.
Okay.
I feel good being at 0-0 with Steffi right now.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, she swept me, man, for Christ's sake. I have walked across hot coals while camping. The other story is I am the only white motorcycle rider in an all African-American motorcycle gang in Chicago.
I'll say you were the only white dude in a black biker.
I was going to say the first one.
I am the only white guy in an all black motorcycle
1-0.
Oh, that's
Wow. When I was 8, a man showed up banging on our door in the middle of the night. He had been stabbed over 12 times. When I was 8, I set a car on fire with my brother and my cousin.
I'll go the first.
And Jason is correct.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, say that again, what it
So
was?
when I was 8, a guy showed up banging on our door in the middle of the night in our apartment building. And when my mom went to open it, this guy had been stabbed over 12 times. It was probably like 16 or 18 times. And he was just bleeding out and he was asking for help. But because she was a single parent and she was scared, she just locked the door and said, I can't help you.
Whoa.
Wow.
Had to. Yeah.
All right.
We had some serious moments in this show.
Yeah. Well, I had to do the liar, liar, pants on fire. It's got to be one you guys don't know. Okay. Go ahead, Floyd. Your turn.
I broke my nose in a bicycle accident, or I broke my nose in a hockey accident.
Bicycle.
It was the bicycle. I lost my teeth to hockey.
Wow.
Oh, you lost your teeth to hockey?
The 2 front teeth, man. Half of them are fake.
All right.
So what's your score, guys? Where are
Two
you
to
at?
1, Jay. So if Beck,
Okay.
if I get this one, I win. We'll go to 3. And if there's a tiebreaker, we'll go to Floyd.
In my life, I've saved 5 people from drowning. In my life, I've identified 2 thieves in a robbery.
First one.
Steph got that one. It's in my life, I've saved 5 people from drowning.
Wow.
All right, Floyd.
Yeah.
You got the tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker.
Ooh, okay. All right, I'm just going to go with this one then.
Okay.
All right. This is going to get raw. You ready?
Yep.
Yep.
I enjoy anal sex a lot, or I've never had anal sex. I was the performer. I'm not
Right.
I'm not talking about taking. I'm talking
Right.
about performing.
I'll say number 2. Okay. Steph, what about you?
I would hopefully say 2.
Okay, we're both going to say 2. I want to know the answer to this.
It is 2. It is 2.
Oh.
All right.
I've never been a fan. I've never been a fan.
All right, I'm going to give you the.
I was like,
this
why?
is
Exit
the
only.
tiebreaker. This is
Exit
going to be the
Right?
the tiebreaker.
Jay, we're the same age, Jay, apparently.
Yeah.
This is a hard one. This is the winner right here.
That's what she said.
I was kidnapped as a child with my brother, and we were brought out to the middle of a lake on a pontoon boat. The police boat found us and brought us back to shore where my mom was staying at her camp house. Well, a friend's camp house. The other one is my brother and I were kidnapped as a toddler and an infant. I'm older than my brother, so he was an infant. And the person that kidnapped us had Down syndrome. He locked himself in his mother's apartment with us. The police kicked the door down to rescue us.
Second.
I'll go with the first just to get a winner here.
And the answer is the Down syndrome kid kidnapped us.
Are you sure he kidnapped you and just didn't want to offer you like snacks or something?
I don't know. He took us, and my mom was like, when they busted the door down, you and your brother were sitting on his lap, and he was just sitting there hugging you guys.
It's the reason I picked that is because I had that same situation.
You got kidnapped by Down syndrome?
Not kidnapped.
You girls grow in the same neighborhood, right?
No. Totally different areas from each other, but
Get out.
there was a older like Down syndrome, person that lived in our neighborhood. So we'd go up and we'd see her in her yard and she'd call us over and we kind of liked it. We liked her, like she was nice, but then she got overly affectionate and I was stuck on her lap and she wouldn't let me go. And she just wanted to keep holding me.
Yeah,
She didn't
they're
do anything
lovers.
inappropriate, but
Yeah.
she just was like, didn't want me to leave.
Yeah.
And it was scary.
Doesn't know her strength, doesn't know any social content. And it's a tough
Exactly.
thing.
So I want to thank our special guest Floyd for coming in. Floyd Maniac, our cousin, our brothers. What is it? Our brothers, uncles, sisters. We can't even keep track anymore. There's so many maniacs out there.
I know.
And if you other maniacs want to get a hold of us, you could reach us at umbrellaholics@gmail.com. You can find us on all the major platforms. We are everywhere. We also have a YouTube. Feel free to tell a friend about our podcast or give us a tweet and just let people know what kind of crazy fun stuff is out there.
Are we done?
Yeah, we're done. Why? What are you thinking?
I take beanbag chair. You have couch. We watch glorious movie, Red Dawn.
Patrick fucking Swayze and Jennifer Grey, right?
Of course. I have high-level security code for Netflix. Umbrella Hulk.